Hello, my name is Christine Williams, and today I will be doing a small group lesson with Miss Williams' first grade class. The lesson focus will be on solving equations with missing add-ins with a sum up to 10. I will have a number of manipulatives for students to use to help solve these problems, and I will also be there for guidance and support throughout this lesson. As you know, this is a small group, so I will be right there with them. Hope you all enjoy what you're about to see. We are going to do some work with missing add-ins. When I say missing add-ins, who can tell me what I'm talking about? Who knows what I'm talking about when I say missing add-ins? Kylie, is that what they're doing? What are they doing? Tell me about it. What are they trying to find when they're looking for the missing add-in? What are they trying to find?
The number.
The number, that's right. So when we talk about finding missing add-ins, we're talking about finding the number that fits into that blank. Okay, I want you all to look at this problem. I'm going to write on the board. Six plus blank equals 7. Look at that problem. 6 plus blank equals 7. What does this blank line right here represent? The
Number.
What number though?
The number that is.
The number that is
Supposed to go right there.
the number that's supposed to go right there. So that missing number, this blank,
That's easy. It's 1.
that's right. This blank represents that missing number, the missing add-in that we need to find to go in this spot. And not yet. So what number goes in this blank? We have 6 plus blank equals 7. What number? 1. How did you know 1 went there in that blank?
Because it's after 6.
Because it's after, what's after 6 though?
7.
7 is after 6. And so what did you use? You used your brain to do a jump. So you counted up from 6 to 7 and you knew that you only needed 1. So I'm going to plug 1 in that number. 1 was our missing add-in for this problem. Now look at this problem. This number here is also an add-in, but it's not missing because we have it already on the board, right? We see that number. This was the missing add-in because we didn't see it. Who knows what this sign tells us to do? It tells us to add. When we add something, what do?
Get bigger.
It gets bigger. We put it together and it gets bigger. And what does this sign mean?
Equal.
Equal. What is it telling us?
Equal. It equals 1.
So this side should equal 7. And 6 plus 1 equals what?
7.
So is 7 equal to 7?
Yes.
Yes. So we found our missing add-in on this one. I'm going to show you another one that I want you to do with me. And these are fairly easy right now, but I have some counters. I'm going to give you a lot of choices to choose from to help me show that you understand what you're doing. So if you need help solving, you can use counters to help solve. We also have a number line. If you want to use a number line, we have, who knows what this is?
10 frame.
A 10 frame. If you want to use the 10 frame to help, you can use the 10 frame. And at the bottom of the 10 frame, there is space. Or on the back, if you want to draw a picture to show me, you can use that. So when I give you your board, I want you to write the equation down that I write. Pick yours. Which one is yours, baby? All right, and you got one. All right, and let's get your markers. Go ahead and get your markers. Get your markers. So let's see. Yeah, there you go. Make sure it works. Check out to make sure it works.
Mine works.
Yours works?
Mine works. I'm gonna work on it.
All right, I want you to write on your board.
I don't have socks.
I want you to just share the sock.
Okay.
And you to the share. All right, on your board, I want you to write 4 plus, draw a blank line, equals 5. Look at that equation and tell me what you have in front of you. What do you have?
4 plus blank equals 5.
That's right. And what are we looking for? That missing add-in. We're looking for that missing add-in. I want you to go ahead and solve the problem. If you need to use anything up here, you can. If not, and you can do it right up here, go ahead and solve it for me.
Do you have the right dots?
It's up to you. You do it how you, if you can figure it out without writing your dots, that's just fine. But if you need to write your dots, go ahead and write your dots. You can use the counters, you can use the number line, you can use the pin frame.
I love this. This kind of road.
You already did. I can tell. All right, I'm gonna give you a few more minutes. You got dots in your work.
I just
All
did
right,
that
is everybody ready? Almost. Almost ready. Let's wait on Kate. All right. Now, what's the answer? What's that missing add-in in your problem? 1. I want somebody to raise their hand and wait until I call your name and tell me how you figured out that 1 went in the spot. How did you? You use your brain. What did you do in your brain? When you used your brain, what did you do?
What is your name? Turn it on.
What did you do?
Jump one.
You jump 1. Did you jump 1 when you used your brain? Did you say 4, 5?
Yeah.
Who did a different method? Alessandra, you used a different method. What did you do? You
I
used,
put it 5 dots.
you put 5 dots, and then how did you figure out that we needed 1 right there?
I jumped 1.
Okay. Kaden, did you figure it out? What did you do?
You may turn around.
Okay. Now, if we have 5 and we jump 1 more, we're gonna jump to what? 6. We don't wanna jump to 6 because we wanna start at, what's that first number that we were given? 4. We were given 4 on that first number, so we need to figure out how to get to 5 from 4. So then we'll jump 1.
I have a how to get to 5.
How? From 4, what do you do?
Okay.
6 minus.
Did they find
That's good. That's true. 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay, now I want you to erase your boards off.
How does that
Erase your boards off. Erase your boards off. Oh, here's an extra.
Okay.
Erase your boards. And I want you to listen to this. I'm going to read you a story problem. Now, in this story problem, it's going to give us some information, but then we're going to be missing some information as well. Now, listen to this story problem. There are 4 oranges on the table. Miss Kim adds more. Now, there are 6 apples on the table. Now, listen at it again. Listen at it again. There are 4 oranges on the table.
5 plus blank
Miss Kim adds more.
equals 10.
Now there are 6 apples on the table.
So
who can tell me what the equation is? Kylan, tell me what the equation is for that problem.
4 plus something equals 6?
4 plus something equals 6. He got that from listening to the story. Now listen, there are 4 apples. We're going to use these counters and pretend oranges. We're going to use these and pretend these are oranges.
Oh, what?
We're going to make All right, listen, we have 4 oranges already on the table. How many oranges do we have on the table? 4. That's what our story problem tells us. Miss Kim adds more. Did it tell us how many more she added? No, it didn't tell us how many more she added. So that's our missing add-in that we need to find. There are 4 oranges on the table. Miss Kim added more. What sign do we need to put after that 4? A plus sign, because it said that she added more. Did it tell us how many more she added? No, so we know we need to find that number. But in the end, it told us now there are 6 oranges on the table. So here's 4. Now there are 6 oranges on the table. So look at your equation. Your equation should look like this. 4 plus blank equals 6. Go ahead and solve that. Does your equation look like this? 4 plus blank equals 6. Remember, we're starting at 4 and we want to get to 6. Let's give our other friends time. Now look at yours and look at mine. Erase that number out. Alright, write yours just like this. 4 plus blank equals 6. So 4 plus what gets you to 6? You can use the number line, you can use the counters, you can draw a picture. If there are 4 oranges, here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are already 4. Now we have 6. But how did we get to 6? We add 4 and we add 2 more. And it gets us to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what's our answer?
2.
That missing add-in in that story problem was 2. All right, erase your boards. We're going to try another one. Now I want you to listen closely to the story. And if you listen to it, you can kind of figure out how you need to write your equation, because when it gives you that first number, you'll write that number down. And if it tells you that someone is adding something or giving them more, if it tells you that they're giving them more, what symbol do you need to use?
Plus.
The plus sign. And if it tells you, it didn't tell you how many, you just need to draw a blank. Now, if you,
So we have to find out how many
Are we
books on
doing
the car.
more straight up?
here we go. Y'all ready to listen? Here's the next story. Listen real close. Don't write anything the first time. I just want you to listen and think about it. Let it process just a little bit, and then I'll read it again, and you can go back and write it on your board. The first one says, John has 5 cars. His mom gives him more. Now John has 10 cars. How many cars did John's mom give him? Listen to it again. Here we go. John has 5 cars. How many cars is he starting out with? 5. His mom gives him more. Did it tell us how many more she gave him? No. So what goes there? What do we put in place of that?
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
And now John has a total of 10 cars. Remember, we don't know how many the teacher gave. We don't know how many his mom gave, I'm sorry. And now he has 10. Solve your problem. All right. Good. All All right, Alessandra, tell us what you did to figure out the answer to that problem. I'm looking at your 10 frame, your math workboard, and you have written down at the bottom. Look at what Alessandra has written at the bottom. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Alessandra, tell us what you did to figure that out.
5 dots and I added more 5 dots and then left me with 10.
And it left you with 10, because you know when we started out, how many cars did he have?
5.
He had 5 cars. His mom gave him more. What symbol do we need?
Plus.
Plus. How many more did she give him? Did it tell us then?
No.
No, so we need a blank. But it did tell us he has
What's the answer?
a total of 10 cars now. So what was it equal to?
5.
I'm so glad.
So 5 plus
5.
5 equals 10. Good job. Y'all did a real good job on those stories. Now, I want to read one more, and I want you to work. I won't say anything. I'm just going to watch you work. I'm going to watch and see if you can write that equation where you have your blank line in it for your missing add in, and then I'm going to watch you solve it. Are we ready? Everybody ready? Tom has 1 cookie. His dad gives him more. Now he has 3 cookies.
What number should be first? The 4, because I said what? We did the little late train.
I'm going to read it again. Tom has 1 cookie. His dad gives him more. Now he has 3 cookies.
So you want to redo that the right way, though? Redo it.
All right. Kaylee, what's the answer?
It's not.
2. Tell us how you figured out that the answer was 2.
Okay. Put it down.
I think it was rain.
Okay, who else can share how they figured out the answer was 2?
I counted on it.
You counted on, good. Show me what you mean when you say you counted on. What did you do?
I got a 4,
Mm-hmm.
but if you add 2 more, it equals 3.
It equals 3, that's right, and you can use the number line and look at that. She says she thought of 1 and she jumped over to 3. So how many jumps did she take?
2.
2. All right, yes ma'am.
It's like the number like counting like 1, 2, 3.
Good, you went from 1, 2, 3. How did you figure that,
Are you
Kaden?
doing mine this time?
No, mine is just missing add in.
Now, this is what I say first. If I say nothing, that means you need to just put the line.
And it gave you 3.
We don't know.
Colin, how did you figure out the answer?
So we put blank plus.
Did you just, you jumped up 2, good. All right, now, here's something we're gonna do. I want you to wash your boards off. And you all did good, you didn't need the counters. Those were some easy ones. Now, I'm gonna leave all of this stuff here for the next game, because now you're gonna play a game.
And then you put.
We're going to play a game. All of this comes here. Now, if you need it while you're playing your game, you can get it. I'm gonna leave it there in case you do need it. All right, pass me your markers and your boards. We're gonna put all of that over here. Yes, socks as well. Pass those on over. Thank you, thank you. All right, thank you. All right, now, here we have a game board. This is a game board. It says, who knows what this word says?
Start.
Start. And you go all the way around till you get to finish. That's right. So how you're going to play this is, you're gonna get a die. Everybody's gonna get 1 die. You're gonna roll it. You're gonna get a moving piece. So whatever color you want, I pulled out orange. You're gonna get a moving piece. You're gonna roll. What number did I roll? 5. So I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna move 5 spaces. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wherever you stop, you have to solve that equation. Look at this equation. What does this say? Blank
plus 4 equals 6.
blank plus 4 equals 6. So you're going to have to solve that, and you're going to write it on your board when you solve it, okay? Don't tell me the answer now. I don't want you to tell me the answer. You like orange? Well, you get to keep that one.
When I say blue,
I want the red.
All right, now, and remember, when you roll, well, listen up. When you roll, you move your mover. Move your piece, however many spots, stop and solve. Then you roll again, move it again, stop and solve. All right, get
Can I get the blue
You
one?
can.
Thank you.
Well, let me see how many more blue ones I have.
You got 3.
And hold on, I do need to give you your boards back so that you can use your boards to solve. All right, does everybody have their,
Yes, I got it. Hey, I got
All right.
5. I got 4. I got 4.
yes, you use your board to solve.
The mic. Oh.
And then write your number on your board.
6, 7, 8, 9. I want the blue. Okay.
Use your board to solve
I don't
and
want
write
the
the
blue. I
number.
want this one.
Okay, that's fine. You can use that too. It's all there to be used. Now,
So I got blank plus 4.
what number did you roll? You rolled here first. Good. So your piece should be right up here. Remember when you roll,
seven right here.
what number did you roll?
Right the number. I did 9.
18.
Well, look,
Mine.
what number is that? 6. Start here and count to 6 and let's see.
Can I have a sound?
Yes, ma'am.
Again. I got 9.
Write your answer right
I got
in
9.
there.
I got 9.
Well, look at this one. Remember, our dice only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
5.
6.
Oh,
So count up 6 spaces. Start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is your problem that you need to solve?
8 plus blank equals 8.
Okay. Yes, you'll solve it. What number did you roll?
5. How are you
Okay,
gonna
so let's
solve
count.
it?
1,
What's your
2,
marker?
3, 4, 5. So look at your equation. And you have your answer
You have to
already. So
write
write
it
your
on
answer.
here.
Right.
All of it?
Well, you'll just roll, and after you roll, you write your answer. Write your answer in. Well, look, 8 plus what equals 8?
8.
I just said to erase the word.
See how you write?
Think about that. If you have 8 and you want to get to 8,
Wait,
do
is
you
it
need to
10?
do anything?
Hold up.
Look at that number line. You have 8. And what are you trying to get to? 8 plus blank equals 8. Are you already at 8? Did you move any? No, so 8 plus what? 8 plus 0.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now look, we don't have 4 plus 6. You have blank plus 4 equals 6. So what's your final number? What's that final number after that equal sign?
My dice 6.
6. So this is what you want to get to. But what's the first number? What number are you starting at? 4. So if you start at 4 and you count over to 6, how many times do you move?
4 times.
Touch it and move over. Count. How many times? Oh, look, this is where we're stopping.
1.
Do it again.
I got 5.
1, 2, 2. How many times did you move?
2.
2.
Keep going.
Yes, ma'am. So if you rolled your next number and you have 6, you start from where you completed that last equation.
8, 9, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5.
Keep working.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 0. Wait. It's a 0. 4, 5. No. Oh, hi. 6. Oh, I'm under where's the 8, 4, 5, 6. 2. Okay, so. 6. It's easy.
All right, so this ends our video, and I'm so sorry that it abruptly ended, but it was a situation, and so I had to go ahead and end the video. But I did get a chance to do my assessment with the students, and they all did a great job. The assessment was just one story problem that I read to them, and I allowed them time to solve the problem. Now, I did have one student who was kind of unsure of what she needed to do, and hence now I know that when doing this lesson, I do need to provide different levels as I'm going throughout the lesson. Not all students will be able to do my game board, which was all one level, because the equations on there were all the same, and it were all sums up to 10. I might be able to do a sums up to 5 and have different equations on the game board. But I have really enjoyed my time with Miss Williams and her first grade class. And again, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I know it was probably kind of hard to see because of the way the camera had to be set up. My mentor could not video, and at that time I didn't have anyone else that could come in and help to hold the camera and video. So thank you again, and the lesson was on missing add-ins, and I hope you all got something out of it. Thank you.